Please subscribe.
Not many new vehicles accessible in the United States have gone as long as the 2020 Dodge Charger without a critical upgrade. While the Charger was redesigned in 2011 and given a required inside update close by a sleeker outside look, it is as yet a similar key vehicle underneath that it was the point at which it appeared in 2005. The truth is out, the bones underneath this audaciously American car are currently 15 years of age. While it might be old, we despite everything like the Dodge Charger and rated a 6.3 by and large. On account of steady updates to its motor contributions, counting some wild exhibition variations, the Charger has figured out how to stay significant among increasingly mainstream hybrids. For 2020, it gets two new execution variations, the RT Scat Pack Widebody and the SRT Hellcat Widebody. Reflecting comparable contributions on Dodge's two-entryway Challenger, the Widebody variations get a more extensive track, thus the name, and overstated bumpers to oblige it. The thing that matters is generally evident in the back, where Dodge etched streamlined components into the guard to make the more extensive bumpers stream with the current structure. A Daytona 50th Anniversary edition on the SRT Hellcat Widebody gets an additional 10 strength alongside special outside designs, however is restricted to only 501 units. The current SXT, SXT AWD, GT, RT, RT Scat Pack and SRT Hellcat models persist from the 2019 model year. Each Charger conveys a similar outline presented in 2005, which was itself motivated by the Coke bottle profile of the 1960s staple of a similar name. The SXT model gets rental vehicle fundamental outside looks, however higher trims can be expanded with gaudy stylish additional items, for example, hood scoops, etched rocker board highlights, different spoilers and upsized wheels. The inside structure, which is additionally only a reskin of the 2005 model, has a couple of retro contacts yet is in any case genuinely contemporary. Evade offers a large group of powertrains in the Charger, including a workhorse V6 and 3 distinctive V8s. The 3.6-liter V6 is demonstrated and skilled, and a far superior motor than the 6-chamber choices offered in the Charger's initial days, and is matched to a similar crucial 8-speed presented and down the Charger extent. The genuine beast of the gathering is the supercharged 6.2-liter V8 in the SRT Hellcat and SRT Hellcat Widebody, the last of which can hit 60 miles per hour in simply 3.6 seconds while in transit to a 196 mile/hour top speed. The Charger is an enormous vehicle, however because of Dodge's presentation-amicable building approach, the entirety of its variations are skilled handlers. Execution suspension updates are offered on most trims, including the V8 models, which get stiffer springs and more keen damping even in base structure. Hellcat models are offered with versatile suspensions for handyman ride and taking care of, and keeping in mind that they offer merciless increasing speed and shockingly great street holding, drivers are immediately reminded that they weigh about as much as most medium-sized family hybrids when the street, or track, turns twisty. The Charger offers a lot of shoulder and breathing room and space in the back for 3 travelers, however it's not as open as one would expect for a vehicle this enormous. The 2020 Charger offers decent standard gear, including a 7.0-inch touchscreen infotainment framework with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay similarity, satellite radio and Bluetooth network. While the Charger's age blocks it from getting top security gestures, it very well may be furnished with vulnerable side screens, programmed crisis braking and a few other key inhabitant insurance frameworks. The Charger's driving attributes might be nuanced, yet its styling is shamelessly American. It's long, wide and retro, yet present-day styling patterns make it understood it was structured in the 21st century. Additional appeal can be had as legacy-motivated paint completes and an apparently unending inventory of designs bundles. We like the look and give the Charger a 7 for styling, outrageous shit as much as possible. The sheer size of the Charger turns out in its profile, which pays tribute to the Coke bottle state of its 1960s predecessor. Enormous bumpers house ever-developing compound Hagel's columns reach up to a delicately raked rooftop. The Charger's front grille gets various medications at each trim level, however it'll generally be dark. In the back, a LED radiance around the storage compartment and guard gives the Charger a one-of-a-kind lighting mark. Numerous trims additionally get a decklit spoiler of some assortment to coordinate other execution recommending trim bits, for example, a hood scoop and etched front and back guards. Like the outside, the Charger's lodge is likewise retro-propelled with current contacts. The scramble is done in delicate material and cut with matte components. The standard 7.0-inch and updated 8.4-inch infotainment shows are supplemented by computerized group components. The Charger offers execution smiles with respect to its motor yield. While the V6 makes satisfactory force, the Charger feels practically fragmented without a V8 in the engine. We rate the Charger's exhibition a 7 gratitude to its decent powertrain contributions. The standard V6 offers 292 strength and 260 pound-feet of torque in the base model or 300 horsepower and 264 pounds-to-foot in the SXT AWD and GT models. The two models profit by Dodge's 8-speed program that is known for being both responsive and productive. Diminishing the experience is an odd electronic rigging selector that may not be natural for all drivers. The base Charger is a long way from being a competitor, however it offers fit taking care of and back-wheel drive elements. It rides serenely, particularly when furnished with littler wheels, and makes a great long-separation cruiser. In the event that you need a certifiable Charger experience, tick the choice box for one of its accessible V8s. There's one at each inclination and cost extent. The V8s beginning with the RT, which is offered with the 5.7-liter V8 that makes 370 horsepower and 395 pounds-to-foot of torque. This quickly drops the Charger's 0 to 60 time underneath the 6-second imprint and offers profound thunders from the fumes for sure. With no alternatives checked, the RT stays a comfortable cruiser in spite of its additional oomph. Climbing to the RT Scat Pack makes things significantly all the more intriguing. The 6.4-liter, 485 horsepower V8 right now over a second off its 0 to 60 time and a game-tuned suspension and Brembo brakes balance its exhibition accreditations. Between the stiffer suspension and bigger wheels, ride quality can endure. The Widebody bundle for the RT Scat Pack includes a versatile suspension, greater Brembo brakes, more extensive tires and greater bumpers. The versatile suspension takes a portion of the edge off the ride quality, yet devotees can dial up the solidness when wanted. In the event that the RT Scat Pack is a rocket, the SRT Hellcat is an all-out journey rocket. With 707 horsepower and 650 pounds-to-foot of torque on tap, the supercharged V8 totally changes the Charger's character. Hellcat models additionally get the versatile suspension and bigger Brembos offered as an alternative on the RT Scat Pack as standard hardware. The Hellcat additionally gets a unique double key start framework with a 500-pull dark key tuned nearby the 707 drive red key mode. This dialed-down alternative is incredible for valets or as of late authorized kids. It can likewise be had in Widebody Pretense, which thumps another tenth off its 0 to 60 time and gives it essentially improved street holding because of the more extensive elastic. Base model Chargers can peer scanty inside contrasted with their stacked-up kin, however comforts, for example, calfskin and a bigger infotainment screen can be had on lower trims if the correct alternatives are chosen. There's additionally no deficiency of driver and front traveler room, and the Charger likewise offers an enormous trunk. We rate the Charger a 7 for solace and utility. The Charger's on top of the world body configuration implies it has a lot of headroom even with a discretionary moonroof, and the wide track implies space inside for more extensive sorts. The game seats offered on execution trims stay open and agreeable yet aren't excessively reinforced, which makes the Charger more proficient at cruising than cutting gorge. Since the Charger has been around for a long time, it doesn't profit by current bundling advancements. While it is agreeable inside, it's not as spacious as you'd expect in the back seat, where knee and headroom can be including some hidden costs. The 16.5 cubic inch trunk is out and out enormous, making it a champ with regards to load limit, particularly for a car. Materials-wise, the Charger's base trims can be to some degree boring and rubbery, however Go toppers get settled cowhide, metallic trim and a superb, easy-to-understand 8.4-inch infotainment framework. The Hellcat seep over into $70,000 region can make even its stacked inside appear to be missing, particularly since clearly it's just a reskin of a 15-year-old structure, however enough extravagance components can be needed to make most purchasers content. The Charger exceeds expectations and lodge clamor until you begin including bigger wheels with low-profile tires. Indeed, even V8 models are generally manageable gratitude to dynamic fumes frameworks, so on the off chance that you keep your foot off the floor, the Charger can remain very easygoing. The Charger's suite of security highlights is honorably present day, however it's insufficient to spare it from its essential shortcomings. We rate the Charger a 5 in security dependent on a blend of average accident test scores and sufficient hardware. NHTSA is genuinely kind to the Charger, giving it a 5-star generally speaking rating and a similar score for side and rollover security. It gets just 4 stars for frontal effect. The FS is far less lenient. giving the Charger grade and side effect, rooftop quality, head limitation and moderate front cover tests. Little cover testing brought about a peripheral score and its headlights were evaluated poor. These two were sufficient to take it out of top safety pick conflict. The Charger's suite of standard security hardware incorporates a